If you're anything like me, you love your bike. You might be just a little bit of a control freak about it. If you don't like the thought of handing your keys to somebody else, some guy sitting on your bike joyriding around, putting whatever kind of oil they see fit in it, stay tuned. We're going to learn how to do an oil change on a Yamaha Warrior 1700. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be changing the oil on a XV 1700. It's also known as the Yamaha Roadstar Warrior. The very first thing you want to do is ride it around for about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just enough to kind of get that oil warmed up a little bit. Everything we do today is going to be done with a 17mm socket and 17mm open end box wrench. We're going to be using Mobil 1 V-Twin 20W50 oil, the K&N 303C oil filter. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. The very first thing you're going to want to do is drain the front oil plug. See if I can't get a better shot of it down here for you. That bolt right there. Put my finger on it. It's going to be a 17mm bolt. You're going to go ahead and use an open end box wrench to get that off. You're going to first thing. Now a lot of times what you'll run into is a lot of guys will get in there and torque these things down so much that you end up rounding out that bolt trying to get it off. So when you go back, make sure you tighten it, but don't over torque it. There's no need to be Hercules on it. See this front one, you're going to drain it and drain the oil filter while you're up here, the very first thing. Let's grab that plug out real quick. And while you're up here, you want to go ahead and hit the oil filter. It's going to be right here in the front. This will also be a 17mm. Let that drain just a bit first. Here we go. Right. Let's go ahead and let those drain just a bit. Now your second plug is going to be located on the back side of the bike. And I'll kind of try and get you a better view on that here in just a minute. While we're here, let's go ahead and pop the seat off this. Oh, forgot my keys. Go ahead and pull the seat off real quick. Now your dipstick and oil filter is going to be right here. Go ahead and pull that off. Set that to the side. Alright, and when we stick this back on, we don't want to over torque it either. You just kind of want to hand tighten. And then maybe just give it a little bit, maybe about full turn. Let's go ahead and reinstall this plug real quick. And then we'll move to the back. Like I said, you don't have to over torque that thing, you just want to get tight. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at that back plug. See, here's your exhaust. Now, underneath, we follow right there. That's going to be your other one. That's also going to be a 17 millimeter. We're going to use a socket on that one. So let's go ahead and drain it real quick. Right, now you should get right at about 4.5 quarts of oil out of this. I think it's 4.6 is the number. Once that's done, you're going to start filling up. You're going to start with 2.5 quarts. Start the bike, let it run for about 15 seconds, a few revs. Shut it off. And then add the last 2 quarts. Now you do want to go ahead and replace the cap before you start the bike up. Otherwise you will spill oil everywhere. Alright, go ahead and pop that cap back off, add the last 2 quarts. Alright, once that's said and done, you're going to want to go ahead, put your cap back on. Clean up any kind of mess you may have gotten, oil on the ground, anything like that. And the last thing you're going to want to do is take it out, run it around for about 15 minutes, get that oil back up to temperature, get it circulating back to the motor again, and then bring it home and check the level on it. Now, you're not going to get an accurate reading if you try and check it right now. You're going to have to take it out and actually get it back up to temperature and everything like that. If this helps you out at all, go ahead, share the video, like it, maybe subscribe. Maybe we'll have some future videos come out later. Other than that, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in.